Final goodbyes to one of the young women gunned down outside of a Tremaine nightclub 1 week ago today. Jediamond Jones and her friend were walking out of the hookah bar on Claiborne Avenue last Friday when somebody opened fire, killing both of them. The 20-year-old just days away from her nurse pinning ceremony. Her funeral starts at 10 this morning at New Home Ministries, and she'll be buried at St. Louis Cemetery number 2. Investigators are still looking for the gunman in this case, though, as well as trying to find 2 vehicles of interest.
A tragic start to the Mother's Day weekend as 2 families now losing 2 lives.
2 women were gunned down in Tremaine as they were leaving a restaurant and bar early this morning.
And now new surveillance video gives us further insight into exactly what happened. WDSU reporter Shay O'Connor joins us live from the intersection of North Claiborne Avenue and St. Philip, where everything went down. Shay?
Travis, we want to warn you that we did obtain some very graphic and disturbing video of the shooting. We're going to show you part of the video, and then also you will see some gunfire. So I just wanted to warn you about that. On your screen right now, you should see 4 women walking down North Claiborne Avenue. Witnesses tell me that they were leaving from the hookah joint. It's a party catering to 2023 graduates. That's what was going on last night. Then you see a gunman run from the corner at St. Philip, shooting. The gunman runs behind the women. One woman falls, and we will not show you what happened from there. The next video shows a different angle. The women walking from the business before people are seen running after the gunfire erupts. A man and his wife actually heard the gunfire this morning while in bed. They tell me they immediately hit the floor. Their neighbors. Hours later, they finally realized what had happened.
I'm sorry to hear that about the young ladies, because we went to help her friend. Me and my wife went down to help her friend, a lady who was with her. And, you know, that was the one in the white Jeep, and she was crying, and she said she just left her, went outside.
And right now you're looking at a growing memorial of the outside of the business where the 2 women were before the shooting. We have been seeing people coming all day just bringing balloons and candles. People who were inside of the business when it all happened, they say that the women were having a good time before they left. They say there was no altercation beforehand, but of course we are working to find out more information. And in the meantime, if you do have any information about this shooting, you're being urged to contact Crime Stoppers at 822-1111. Reporting live from Tremaine, Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.
Just a sad story, Shay. Thank you so much. We'll see you right back here at 5 o'clock. And New Orleans City Council Vice President Helena Moreno is responding to the city's most recent crime. She says the number of women murdered in New Orleans hasn't been this high since 1996, when we had 70,000 more women living in the city.
Unruly Israelite women shall be judged. Repent and stay humble. I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH, SHAM, YAHAWASHI, SHAM, RAWACHAA, QADASH. Double honors to my elders at Great Millstone, taught me this truth through the Spirit. Singing honors to the elect. Peace and blessings be to all the sins for men, women, and children. Do consist of the 1/3. And to the confusion of faces in the 4 corners of the earth, Shalom. Now, you've seen the videos at the beginning of my video that I'm doing right now in post-production. And pretty much, you know, looking at the incident, those are someone's children, you know, someone's daughters. They're Israelite women, you know. I'm not going to sit here and say, nah, nah, boo-boo, or laugh and joke like that, because remember, I have no control over my spirit either, so, you know, I always try to stay humble. But you got to understand that I also was watching another video, and there was a mayor that was, they didn't want to say it because we live in a society where they don't want to hold women accountable. But a lot of these women who are now getting shot and or tortured or killed by the hands of men are the same women that are setting up men. The same women who will be drugging men and taking their money or having them get robbed or whatever the case may be. Right? And that's what was said in another video. And I didn't want to make it long, so I didn't post it in here. But her name is Jediamond. Just let that sink in. And the other girl's name is Imani. And Imani, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's a Hebrew name. Both of them are attractive, pretty women, right? But look at the society that we're living in right now. Well, women are out here gang banging as well, selling drugs as well, got tattoos all over their body, piercings all over their body, dyeing their hair all kind of ways, getting breast augmentations, getting BBLs, and getting lip fillers, wearing eyelashes that can start a hurricane. It's just crazy, man. It's just mad crazy. Mad bodies on them like a mass grave. It's sad, but at the same time, we understand it's the scriptures, man. It's prophecy. And no, I can't sit here and say I feel sorry for them because it's the Lord's judgment. I know their parents are grieving. They're in bereavement. And they even said that this wasn't accidental. Like this was planned. As you can see it in the video, when the dude come from the corner busting, he waited. He knew specifically who he wanted to hit. Right? And so, this is also part of the curses, and to go to show you, man, that you women are not exempt. No, you women are not exempt. Social construct makes you think that you're above what you are, but in the animal kingdom, you still are a woman, the weaker vessel, according to the scriptures. Who will you run to when all hell breaks loose? Do you really think that all your yelling and finger pointing and sassy attitude is going to keep a grown man, or hell, a grown teenage boy, from slapping the taste out your mouth, manhandling you, and having its way with you? I'm just talking about the times of Jacob's trouble that's to come, But what happened to, a majority of the women that's happening, right now with a lot of these murders, a lot of these women were caught up. A lot of these women were a part of gang or violent culture. Hell, even the Lord would just put a spirit on someone to just take a woman out. What happened down there in Georgia when that dude went inside the hospital? Shot like 3 or 4 women. Right? So the Lord is letting you know. But the women today are not the women of old or in the ancient days. Listen to this. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68 through 58. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. We're not talking about some chicken heads, some bald head scallywags outside barefoot on a hot ass concrete, holding her 1-year-old and 1-month baby out there arguing with Keisha. Pointing a finger all in the face, hair don't go past her shoulders, talking all loud out her mouth, breath smell like Black and Miles. She got a dime in her pocket. Yeah, reckless. Box cutters too. That's how women are today. But back in the old day, ooh. I'm talking about, man, women so beautiful, they'll make men stop fighting for a moment. Wait a minute, hold on. Who's that? That's Judith? Stop it. Wouldn't even let the soles of her feet touch the ground. That's royalty. That's a woman being carried in a carriage, let alone her king as well. Come on, man. Who can find a virtuous woman? That was a question in the Bible. That was an actual verse. Who can find a virtuous woman? Wow. Anyhow, continuing on, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for one of all things secretly, in the siege and straitness, meaning hard times, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. In other words, the Israelite woman, mainly the Judahite woman, the so-called black woman, have such a disdain for the same men that they sleep with, and have such a disdain and hatred for their own children. Why they hate those children that way? Well, for one, the scripture just told you it's because of a curse, but because those children remind her of the man. And I don't get it twisted. There are men out here that just be spreading they see their woman and they ain't really trying to be around. But then there are some men that told women, I don't want a relationship. Now guess what happened, bro? Now she's pregnant. What you gonna do? But she still allowed him to enter her and do it. So it's like on both sides, y'all wrong. But the woman, the Israelite woman, oh, remember Eve and the serpent? Oh yeah, yes. Eve, modern Israelite woman today, will go to the serpent just to destroy a man's life because she all in her feels. Not knowing that she really robbing her children of building a relationship with their father. I know men right now that want to provide, that want to be in their children's lives and everything. Actually, didn't even want the relationship to end. But guess who ended it? The women. And they're in the worst case they were in before they was even with the man. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy. But Deuteronomy 28:58, and thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, Yahawah thy power. And I just cut it off right there. Yeah, so our women are running the streets, mad, menstrual monsters, you know. But the curses, that's how you know who our women are. You want to know who our women are? Listen to this. Isaiah chapter 3 verse 16 to 24. Moreover the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, meaning they walk with their head high, they chin up like a giraffe, and wanton eyes mean like they'll be gazing you dead in your eyes, looking at you dead in your eyes with their man around. I've witnessed that at the gym. I've witnessed that. Dead in my eyes, smiling. Walking and mincing as they go and make a tinkling with their feet, high heels. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. What's the glory of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi? The man. What's the man's glory? His woman. What's a woman's glory? Her hair. And the Lord took away the daughters of Zion's hair, talking about the Judahite woman, which is the head tribe, so-called Negro woman. And the Lord will discover their secret parts. Ooh. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, in their calls, in their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, RIP. And the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. The Lord said, all of that you women have, He's going to take it all from you. Wait till Jacob's trouble come. Imagine going 3 days, ladies, without being able to put on your makeup, to wash your hair, condition it, to use your favorite lathering soap, and then to brush your teeth every day, and to sit there in your little cute robe and sip your little red wine with your kittens running around, and you're watching your little Lifetime and We Channel. Nope, none of that. Imagine those days when you won't have any of that. Your favorite perfume gone. Yeah. Yes. This is what's coming. Isaiah 3:24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. Why? Because you have multiple men inside of you releasing their DNA, and all those cells which are alive eventually will die off, and that leaves a stink about the woman. Now you need a douche. Right? And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, being overweight, and instead of well set hair, baldness. You cannot tell me this is not talking about the Negro woman, right? And instead of his stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, because sackcloth means you're in times of mourning. All right, no cat suits, all right? And burning instead of beauty. So that's what's going to come to our women, man. It's already here, on a grand scale, though, in Jacob's trouble, right? So, with that being said, this is Isaiah 32, 9 through 11. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Give ear unto who? The Israelite man. Well, good luck with them receiving the message. But they won't have a cloak for their sins, and they can't say they didn't know. The Lord sent forth his messengers. And peace and blessings to all you sisters and sisters out there that truly believe and truly listen in secret. And listen, the YAHAWASHI know who you are, and us brothers know who you are too. Just keep the pace and keep the faith, all right? Let Shaniqua them be out there globe trotting, going to all these different countries. And hell, their asses wind up dead in other countries too now. Remember what happened in Mexico? They going to Paris and doing all shopping. Let them do all that. Y'all want to be the first woman that's gonna give birth to like the first seeds in the kingdom. Be them women. All right. Anyhow, Isaiah 32:10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. That check ain't gonna show up. The EBT ain't gonna show up. Alimony ain't gonna show up. Child support ain't gonna show up. It's gonna be a lawless society. Verse 11. Oh, Uber Eats? Done. Tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled ye careless ones. Because you so comfortable. You're too comfortable. Alright. How that song about Lil Wayne? Don't you ever get too comfortable. That's that phone. Yeah, to the left, to the left. I was so like it. I kind of, sorry, man. The old man, get back down. Anyhow, so I'm gonna close out again. Isaiah 32:11. Tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. All right, so. Hey, stay humble, sisters, all right? And brothers, man, hey. Women, be a helpmeet unto your man. Brothers who don't have a woman, don't get one. 4 women shall cleave unto one man. I'm sorry, seven women shall cleave unto one. I think my Isaiah 4, I said 4. 7 women shall cleave unto one man. And sisters who have a man, you be everything that those other women are not, so that he will only focus and want to be with you, not even want to deal with a woman other than you. Alright? Be that pillar of rest. Alright? Be that comfort after he had to go and slay the dragon and climb a mountain and wrestle with a shark. Yeah, be that comfort. So with that being said, pray y'all edify and fed, stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness. Pray without ceasing. Stay humble. Remain diligent for Mashallah. Buffalo Ball. Shalom.